Welcome to MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next. If you're not too careful, you just might learn something.
Hi there, welcome to MacGyver's Workshop, where you never know what we're going to be working on next, and if you're not too careful, you just might learn something. So today, we're going to be working on a friend's 2000 Ford Mustang GT, and we need to fix some transmission issues, more drivability complaints. This car has been extensively modified, camshafts, long tube headers, tuned, it's had dyno time, etc. The problem he's having is that he's banging against the rev limiter in first gear before he can make a second gear shift. So what we're going to do is, the first step is to go ahead and make some modifications to the transmission to make it shift quicker and let it get into second gear before the engine hits the rev limiter. Now, I looked at some live data on the scan tool, and it looks like it wasn't being commanded yet to shift into second gear, but the timing on that could be all wonky. So before he invests a significant amount of money in another tuning session, he has a locked SCT tune on it currently. The first thing we really need to do is we need to get this transmission shifting quicker, because right now the transmission's bone stock, and he's got this, this tuned 4.6 up front, spanking new 411 gears or 410 gears in the back. And that's going to be a recipe for disaster if he doesn't beef that tranny up just a little bit. What we're going to do, I've got some stuff laid out here. We've got our Mercon 5 transmission fluid. He went ahead and got the Motorcraft brand. We've got a new fresh Wix transmission filter to go in it. And we've got our TRANSGO AODE HD-2 reprogramming kit, and we've got also he had purchased a pan with a proper drain plug in it, so that's a very good addition. Of course, that's not going to help me when I go to drain the transmission, but hey, it'll help the next guy. So let's get started. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to break these guys loose by hand before I go trying to whiz them out with a gun. You really always want to do this, because if you don't, you run the risk of stripping out the threads. Of course, that's never a good thing. These are going to be 10 millimeter bolts, or they had a 10 millimeter head on them, let's put it that way. You need a 10 millimeter socket to get them loose. And of course, this is going to be very messy. Try to aim for having this empty out through the back. Let's see how much of a mess we can make. There we go. Oh, hello. A little bit of splash there. Got some on me. But that's okay. Well, doesn't look like we got anything bad in the pan. That's really good. It's a really good sign. All right. Now we're going to lose some more fluid when we take this filter out. Run this around, make sure I catch all of it. All right. Now we can get ready to start removing the valve body. Now the next thing we've got to do here is we've got to remove this electrical connector here. Back in the old days, you know, you'd just have wires, but now they have it in a like embedded in plastic, all the conductors. And this basically goes from the plug on the outside of the transmission that goes to your computer, and then comes in and goes to each of the applicable solenoids. Now, what you want to do is next to each connector, you want to take a small screwdriver and gently pry it loose. Now, I've already cracked mine loose, but go to each one and work your way back towards the connector at the transmission. And then once you get it out, have that out of your way. And then the next thing we want to do is we need to remove the valve body itself from the transmission. Now, to do that, they kind of make it easy for you because out of all these bolts, I think there's like 30 some odd of them, only 25 of them actually hold the valve body to the transmission. So, and it's easy to tell on this one because they'll all be 8mm, the head size. You don't want to mess with the 10mm, at least not yet, while you're trying to remove the valve body from the transmission. So the first one we'll remove is this one because has the detent for the shifter, and it's spring loaded. And again, you never want to use any power tools, especially on a valve body. And then we'll use an inch-pound torque wrench when we go to put the valve body back in. And you also will want to make sure that you remember where each one of these bolts go in the valve body because they may be of different lengths. What I like to do is I like to leave that center bolt in there so it holds everything up in there when I get all these other bolts loose and out of here. And then the other thing, I want to make sure you have a nice clean pan to put all your bolts in. I use little bitty baking sheets, and I forget, what are they, 1/8 baking sheets. They're great for this. Now, when you get to the last one and you start loosening it up, you'll see a sudden surge of more fluid coming out. So be ready for that. And you know, at this point, you know, go take a smoke break or something, or you know, if you don't mind getting messy, you can just keep on keeping on and take that last bolt out and lower the valve body down, but you're going to get soaked. So patience is key when doing a project like this, because not just for waiting to let all the fluid drain out, but you want to be very patient and take your time when you're doing this, because an automatic transmission is not exactly something you want to screw up. And if you don't follow the instructions in the shift kit, you know, very carefully, then you could very well end up with some problems when you go to put it back together. And we don't want that. Now, I'm just going to coax as much of this fluid out as possible. And then I'm going to push up on the valve body and run this bolt out. And get behind the front and back and let her down. And yeah, we're gonna get messy. Now I'm gonna run this over to the workbench real quick and get her set up. Now what's gonna happen here is fluid is going to continue to drain out of the torque converter. So you want to be prepared for that and make sure you bought enough fluid, because you're not going to be just doing a simple, you know, filter change, drain and refill, because you're going to lose a lot more fluid than that as that torque converter drains out. It won't drain completely, but it will drain considerably. So just be ready for that. And I'm just looking around up in here for anything unusual, and I'm not seeing anything. It looks really, really clean and nice in here, which is very good. I'm not seeing any, you know, any glitter or any clutch material or any burning or anything like that. So that's a very good sign. All right, let's get over to the workbench, and we'll start making our way through the installation of the shift kit. All right, step one in the instructions of the shift kit is we need to upgrade the 1-2 accumulator. Now, this will be your 1-2 accumulator, and there's a snap ring in here that we need to take out, and then the all this assembly will drop out, and you're going to get messy. And it's got a little bit of spring pressure behind it, and don't be upset if it takes you a couple of tries, because that snap ring has got some tension on it. It's a little tricky, but if you're careful, you'll get there. There we go. Now let the snap ring fall down on your hand and catch it. And don't worry necessarily about the order of things, because we have a diagram in the shift kit as to how this is supposed to go. Now this is actually kind of important. This is a good sign. You want the metal accumulator piston with the bonded rubber seals on it. Some of them came with a cast aluminum piston that had sealing rings in it, and they had a lot of problems with those leaking. So per the instructions, we're going to do away with all the original springs, and we're going to put new ones in from the kit. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to check and make sure that the rubber seals are still pliable on the cover and on the piston, and they are. They're nice and supple, which is good. All right, and we will take these two springs and we will set them aside in our disposal tray here. And then we need a new orange outer and new orange inner for this side, and a purple outer and purple inner along with a spacer for this side. They're in this bag here in the kit. Dump them all in these conveniently provided compartments that they give us. Orange and a purple, those are the inners, and these are the purple and orange. That's kind of a loose definition of orange there, but they're the only things that were in that bag, so we know we're good. And then our spacer, right, and all that will go in here, and this will go in here. Okay, but we're going to clean this up first before we put this back in here. So, but that gives you an idea of what we're fixing to do. All right, now let's try and get this bad boy up in here. Now the trick's going to be, we have a lot more spring there now than we did before. So what we're going to have to do is figure out a way to put some pressure on this while we're installing our snap ring. So this is going to be a bit tricky to get back up in there, because not only do we have to work our way around, we got our snap ring pliers here, and I have the snap ring firmly on the tips here. There we go. That's a ticket. Now we'll have to get our snap ring pliers out of there. There we go. All right, our 1-2 accumulator is done. And now we need to pull out our 2-3 accumulator and check to confirm that the spring isn't broken. And it isn't. That's a good sign. We do have a steel piston up in there, so that's good. So we're going to just stick this back up in here, and then what we're going to do is it just kind of presses, kind of wedges up in there. Not much to it really. It just kind of sits there, and it's held in by a plate on the valve body. When we go to put the valve body back in, we're going to put there's a spacer that comes with the shift kit that goes in there. Now we move on to the valve body and the separator plate. Now, in order to remove this plate, we've got all these 10mm headed bolts here and one over here. So we're going to go ahead and get these guys loose. And you want to remember the orientation of these plates here so that you put them back in correctly. And you'll see why here in a minute. And just because I'm anal retentive about these things, I keep all the same bolts with each plate here. Now see, there's passages in this plate, so it's important that it goes back the correct way. So we'll set this over here like that for the moment. We'll take this one off. Again, you see there's passages here, so they're important. All right. And very gently work our way up here. Now in this part of the valve body, you're going to find check balls. All right. Set that over here for the moment. As far as the valve body is concerned, we'll get to that in a minute, but we're going to need to clean our plate here, and then we've got some holes to drill. And don't worry when you tear the paper valve body gasket, because the kit comes with new ones, but you want to hang on to it though for the moment, because we want to make sure that we put the right valve body gasket back on here, because the kit comes with a couple of different ones. So that is important. And you want to be kind of careful when you go to take this off. You don't want any of it to stick, because if it sticks, that makes it kind of difficult, and it may very well anyway, and there's nothing you can do about it if that be the case, but you still kind of want to be careful anyway. There. So we got a couple spots of stickage there, but that's okay. We can deal with that. Single edge razor blade here, and just pop it off of there. There we go. Oh, missed one, didn't I? All right, now let's just kind of give this a spritz and get it clean. Kind of nasty with all that transmission fluid all over it. Now, your kit is going to come with some drill bits, along with some other stuff in here. There's 4 of them in graduated sizes. So now, according to our piece of paper here, we got this hole right here that 55 thousandths That's the smallest bit, and it says it's okay if the hole's already bigger than this smallest bit. So we're here and we're here. This little tiny hole right here. It is not 55 thousandths, so we're going to drill that out. Alright, and now we are at 55 thou on that one. Our second gear, and we will drill hole number 2 out to 125 thousandths. Now we're going to deburr this plate when we're all done, because you're going to have burrs on the back side here where we drilled through. So 3 and 3A, okay if already bigger or one hole is missing. What this is the third gear. We're not going to bother drilling this because for the firmest third gear, you leave the check ball out. When it commands third gear, you have 2 big giant holes for your third gear oil to go through and apply the third gear clutch. And then hole number 4 is 55 thousandths if the plate has it. Okay, but this plate does not have it, so we're not going to worry about that. So now we're going to deburr. We'll deburr our plate here, and then we'll be ready to move on to our next step. Now, let's dump all our fluid out of here, and then all our little check balls will fall out. There's going to be 8 of them, and you'll see a little plug valve here. That's okay. We're going to know what to do with that. Now for the next step, we have to install the orange spring from our kit in this location. That's a solenoid regulator valve. And what that is, essentially, it's a pressure regulator valve that regulates the pressure that the solenoids act on. Not necessarily your main pressure regulator valve. Okay, now we got to pull this out. A little spring retainer here. This is what retains this spring and valve in the valve body. Okay, so it's currently a white spring. Now we're going to take and we're going to put this over here with our other springs that we're not using anymore, because we definitely don't want to mix our springs up. And then we're going to work this valve out of here. And we're going to replace it with this. Okay, but first, according to the kit, we need to take this unpainted spring, stick it in there, and we have to stroke this valve 50 times, it says, applying side pressure to the spring You'll see how I'm kind of bending the spring left and right and up and down. All right, because they want to make sure that that valve moves freely in that bore. So basically what we're doing is we're taking out an aluminum valve that could possibly tend to stick, and we're replacing it with a steel one. And by stroking this valve 50 times while applying side pressure to this spring handle thingy that we're messing with, we're taking off any possible burrs that could be in the bore that this thing's going to be riding in. All right. And we take that spring, throw it over there, and we take our orange spring that was in there, and we put that in here. Okay. And then what we're going to have to do, we have to sit there and be able to push that spring in there far enough where we can get it in there to where we can get this retainer back in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the back side of this valve here and see if this will allow me to do that, and it will.